Welcome to Three Blind Mike's podcast, sponsored by the Family Proud, Family Strong Network. Follow their journey as John J., the real hot rod, Cletradamus, and Portis the Assassin deliver the bottom line on the greatest pop culture entertainment debates of then and now. The Three Blind Mikes won't know the topic of the show until the show begins, which surely will lead to an unscripted and uncensored good time. Now, let's go in blind on the road to nowhere. Welcome back, folks, to another Three Blind Mikes podcast. I am your host, John J., the real hot rod, and I said John J., the real hot rod, and my two co-hosts with me today are first, Portis the Assassin, who once did a hypothesis in the 5th grade, and the hypothesis was, why did serial killers kill? And you know what the result was, folks? Because their mamas didn't like the cereal that the kids gave them.
How long did you take on that, Rod?
It just came out. I had it a little bit. Yeah. I had it.
Wait, speaking of cereal, what was the cereal? Was it Mikey? Mikey was Life, right?
Mikey was the Life cereal. Yes, the one that tasted like sweet cardboard.
Yeah. Okay, he's probably a serial killer now.
Oh, absolutely. Look what happened to Subway. You know that dude. That's another topic.
Oh yeah. Well, let's put it in the hopper.
And my second co-host today, who is a fill-in and a return, Mr. Fried Rice, is filling in for Cletradamus, the Oracle. Just AWOL. How you doing today, Mr. Fred Fried Rice?
I'm above average.
Above average. Okay. I'm sure all the people will know what that is talking about. All right, folks. Assassin, how you doing today?
Good. I hope I don't gross anybody out here, but I've been in need of getting a haircut, and I've been growing my hair out. Not because I'm growing it out for any style purposes. I just never get over to the haircut place. And
the barber?
the barber, that place. And lately I need to go because lately I've been eating my own hair.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I just had some fried chicken, actually. Fried rice. I just had some fried chicken.
Oh,
and I ate some of my own hair.
That's unpleasant.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Well,
great. All right, folks, we're going to get right into the nook and crannies of this show. As we have said before, we don't know what the topic's going to be until the show begins. We all came up with a bunch of different topics, and we just put them in a randomizer, okay? So let's go ahead and go to the randomizer and see what pops out for today. All right, here we go, randomizer.com. Here we go, Three Blind Mics, and click. Here we go. And the topic is, you got to be kidding me. You know what? I gotta start looking at these before we do these. All right. Here's the show killer. All right, and this is one of yours, Portis. Is ketchup on a hot dog, yay or nay?
Ooh,
yeah. There goes the show. But you know what? We're going to turn this around. And Portis, what made you come up with a topic like that? It is an interesting topic, I will say.
Okay. First off, it's not a throwaway topic. This is we need to do a deep dive into this because it's a controversial issue. I live in Chicago, around Chicago.
Yes.
And for a long time, I used to go to the ballpark all the time. And in Chicago, if you're eating like an authentic like hot dog, you are not to put ketchup on a hot dog.
That's taboo.
It's taboo. Some places won't even stock it. You'd have to bring your own. Can you imagine, bringing your own ketchup and like sneaking it under the table and
embarrassing.
Well, you talk about serial killers. Oh my goodness.
That could push somebody over the edge.
Absolutely.
But there's a couple places in Illinois or Chicagoland area, like Gene and Jude's is a really good spot. Like they make a good hot dog. Some hot dog places, it's like they don't even try. It's been sitting on the spinner for about, who knows, it may or may not be meat. It may not even be fake meat. It's just, they don't care. But then there's other places that's their specialty, and they take it pretty seriously, and they will not allow you to put ketchup on a hot dog. Now, my position on this, and it's a controversial one. That's why we need this topic.
Okay, we got it.
And we also were told that, we would probably be doing 3 or 4 topics a show, and that we could just this was going to be filler. So now you're going to turn the tables on me, Hot Rod? Really?
Well, if you think about hot dogs, they are filler. Filler of what? And that can be something that we can piggyback on.
That's true. I didn't think. That was well done, actually.
Thank you.
Let me finish this point before I get off topic. I think you can put ketchup on a hot dog. I think it's elitist to say that you can't. And I really mean this. I mean, there's people who get like what? No, absolutely not. No, they get really mad. It's like you're talking about their favorite candidate. You're talking about their religion. You're talking about, it's a hot dog, dude. And my position on this has always been clear. You can put it on the hot dog. It doesn't make you less of a man. Doesn't make you less of a woman. Doesn't make you less of a person. You can put it on the hot dog. You're already putting the tomatoes on there when you put a style hot dog.
Yeah, I agree.
You're putting the tomatoes on there. You're gonna crunch them up with your teeth. But you put extra ketchup on. Get out of here. All right. You got to do it. I'm done.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Fried Rice, since you are in the younger generation, are you a fan of ketchup and on a hot dog?
I'm gonna have to nay this. I'm not really a big fan of ketchup too much.
What is it about ketchup you don't like?
I think it's like there's like a sweetness to it, but it's not like a sugary sweetness. It's more of like a you know my point. But so like
no, I don't.
I don't either. Can we make this clear? Thanks.
Yeah, please make clear, Mr. Fried.
Let me dive deeper.
Okay. Oh,
the condiment of ketchup. Like, see, I'm not a tomato guy. I don't like tomatoes. So the condiment of ketchup, it just adds less liking to it. It doesn't add any filler of me enjoying it. So
look, he's laughing at his own stuff.
So that's the best way I can explain it. This is complicated to explain. This is like anyway. So like I can only really have ketchup with like fries, but putting like ketchup on a hot dog is just like it's all right, but I don't really want to eat it. Like I'll do mustard.
Can I jump in here? Do you like hot dogs? Some people don't like them.
Oh, I love hot dogs.
So you like the hot dog, but you don't have really a feeling about whether you would put a condiment on it, like ketchup, which is a really important condiment.
I just kind of prefer plain hot dogs. I just don't.
Do you like it plain with nothing on it?
I mean mustard, but mostly just.
Oh, now we're doing mustard.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but in Chicago you can put mustard on it. You just can't put the ketchup on it.
Yes.
If I can get back in here real quick.
Yeah, go.
Well, now I can't remember what I was going to say because he was going on forever.
Oh my goodness. Well, let me give you my perspective on ketchup.
Yeah, good.
Okay. The only way, I'm not a ketchup guy. The only thing that I like ketchup on is French fries. Okay, because I like the saltiness and the sweetness of the tomatoes, and I like that. But the only way that I see you putting ketchup on a hot dog is if you broke. Okay. Now, and that means if you just broke, okay, and you don't have any onions, you don't have any relish, you don't even have any mustard, but you can get that 99-cent 5-gallon jug of ketchup. You got to put it on there because you got to make it tasty and everything. And that's basically my position on putting a ketchup on a hot dog. Now, let me tell you this: going to the ballpark, or any kind of sporting event, music event,
Okay, you go up and you ask, oh yeah, can I get that hot dog? Okay. Oh, you want some mustard or ketchup? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and give me both and everything. And they give you these little packets. All right. And you basically try to tear the ketchup packet so you can put it on your hot dog. I saw a little kid at a sporting event one time could not get that packet of ketchup ripped. His own daddy didn't even help him. I had to go over and help him. Say, son, let me go ahead and help you and everything. And you know what? I ripped that open. It squirted all over me, and I have never put ketchup on a hot dog again. Come on.
So it's more of like a PTSD type of thing. That's why you don't put it on.
Is that a true story, Hot Rod? Or are you kind of like?
Really... No, that's the truth. It was actually at a wrestling event, WWE wrestling event.
But then why'd you say baseball?
I didn't say baseball. I said a sporting event.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, why are you trying to like retract you? So you haven't been on this show enough to, kind of debate that, Mr. Fried Rice.
Okay, let me get back into this debate.
Yes, please.
I will say about ketchup, and I can understand why Fred Rice's generation doesn't have a real attachment to it.
No.
Because some places it's spelled catsup, CATSUP.
Yep.
Other places is it KATCHUP?
Yeah.
Is that or KET? I think it's KETCHUP. Yeah. So we're not sure how it's spelled. It's a very mysterious condiment. It's an enigma, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if you have an issue with tomatoes, but back to what I was saying earlier about bringing your own ketchup. I have a friend. I'm not going to use his real name. He actually goes by a moniker, and it's Mac Daddy.
Oh, Mac Daddy. Oh,
yeah, the Mac Daddy. He travels with his own ketchup. He will bring the ketchup into the restaurant, and he drinks it almost like he doesn't drink it right out of the bottle, but he might as well because he's just spraying that stuff all over the plate. And he loves ketchup.
Is he okay?
No, he's not. He's certifiably insane.
Oh, okay.
He should be committed. He's probably a serial killer. He's probably got people in his refrigerator. But until he's caught, we'll just assume he's above the law or he's doing the right thing. But
he's a ketchup killer.
Yeah. Well.
That's why it's red.
Well, since we're on the subject of hot dogs, okay, let's dig deeper into hot dogs, okay?
Dang.
What is your favorite type of hot dog? You got beef dogs, you got turkey dogs, and you got the mystery meat dogs. I prefer the beef dogs because they're nice and salty.
You like a salty meat, do you?
Yeah. Well, as the hot dog. The beef franks. What is your go-to hot dog fried rice?
I'm gonna have to go with like that the salty, like you were saying, but like the tender meat when you bite into it, so it's like kind of a nice crunch, you know.
Oh, so now we're getting into sausages.
Because that's kind of like a sausage, but it's still a hot dog.
Yeah, I never had one of those.
That's what hooks me, and especially like when you put like chili cheese sauce and some cheese on it, then kind of gobble it up. But it sounds really good.
Yeah. What about you, Assassin? What hot dog is your go-to?
I understand where you're going with this because some people won't eat hot dogs because they're like just a bunch of meats kind of ground together.
Oh yeah, like rats and stuff.
Yeah, and some of it's not even meat.
Cat, ostrich.
Yeah, when you're going to the ballpark, it's not. It used to be not one of your main concerns about what you were actually eating.
No,
you could be eating like a piece of a guy's finger, or just body parts and whatnot.
Yeah, sweat, booger from the mustache.
I will say I prefer my hot dogs to not have any human flesh on them. So I'm trying to say we're for that mystery meat. But to answer this question truthfully, I will say the beef frank is good. I like what they've been doing. Whoever came up with this idea of mixing cheese in there,
Oh,
like
that is
like
good.
like a jalapeno cheese,
Ooh.
yeah, in the meat.
Mm.
And then also, I think
Strawberry.
I like the Italian sauce. I like that a lot.
The Italian sausage is good too. That's a step above.
Yeah.
That's when you're not broke. You can go
Yeah.
ahead and get some sausage.
Yeah. But
All right. Well, let me this question too is, okay, how do you like your hot dogs cooked? Now you got fried, you got boiled, you got slow roasted, and you just got plain ass, or I'm sorry, excuse me, so sorry. This is a family friendly show. Or you got just raw, and I just throw up when I see it.
yeah, that is disgusting to do it raw.
Yes, I've eaten raw hot dogs before, and
I think when I was a kid, I did that.
well, last week I did, and I paying for it ever since.
This is true? You did this by choice?
Yeah,
So,
I just wanted to see what happened.
What is wrong with you? Like,
Well, that's another show.
why would you do that? You did it on purpose?
Yeah. I just wanted to see what the texture was.
wow.
And let me tell you, it was like slimy nasty. Slimy nasty.
You weren't drunk? You weren't intoxicated when you did this?
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, that's the excuse. That's the excuse. But first of all, you know what? Going back, anybody that boils hot dogs,
That is the nastiest thing.
well, they broke.
They
Okay, wait a minute. First of all, you broke. Okay, you got maybe a couple frozen hot dog buns from 3 years ago in the freezer. All right, so you get those out and you defrost them, and they crumble a little bit and they taste nasty. Okay, then you don't have that much heat. You don't eat, the electric got turned off, so you do have gas. So you turn on the gas stove, you put a little water in, like a little container or whatever, and you hope it don't melt. You put some water in there, you boil some hot dogs, and you put your ketchup on there, your frozen decomposed bun, and you broke.
It's like something you would get out of a gas station.
Oh no, gas station hot dogs are good because they slow roast them, they slow turn them.
No, I'm talking about like street gas stations.
Oh, street gas station. Oh, okay. But I'm talking about the like the 7-Elevens.
Oh, like the multi-million-dollar ones.
The multi-million-dollar ones.
Nice.
So when they put those real hot dogs on, and they're like little long ones, they're like 12 feet long, okay, and they're like pink. Then when they start slow roasting them every hour, they get like a little browner. And if you leave them on there too long and everything like that, you could knock the heck out of somebody with them because now they become billy clubs because they're so long.
Well, at least those people actually care about like good food.
Yeah. 7-Eleven. Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot to unpack here. I have 2 boys, so I do have to put them in water and boil them up.
Yeah.
And you know what we do at our house?
Ooh.
We chop them up into like little pieces, and we give them to the kids.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. They can't handle a full. How long is a hot dog? Is it like what?
I think it's 6 inches.
5
to 8 inches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't handle that.
Then you got the foot longs. You got the foot longs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say this. Since we're talking about hot dogs, we're talking about the ballpark. The Dodger dog is supposed to be something that you're supposed to seek out when you're going to some of these ballparks.
Oh, really?
And it would have been nice if Damus could have been on the show, because I think
Who?
he has been. Yeah, I know. Cletradamus has, I think, been to where they play baseball in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's something Ravine or something. I can look it up. Chavez Ravine, I think. Anyway, they have the Dodger dog there, and there's a line for them. Now, how should we prepare them? I like to boil them. I think I saw somebody do this: boil them and then throw them on the grill.
Yeah, I've seen that, and that's not bad. That gets all that boiled water taste out of it.
Yeah. I do think that you really, if you're going to the gas stations, I don't care where they are, the 7-Elevens, the anywhere, it doesn't really matter. You do have to inspect that meat. I mean, there's a few of them I think they're serial killers. I mean, they're trying to kill you with the disgusting and
Up in a choice hot dog.
yeah. Like, oh, this is my thing. I'm gonna poison my customers with this dog that's been on the spigot for like 8 hours, and no one will think it's by like a premeditated because they just ate a really bad hot dog. It happens.
Yeah,
So,
food poisoning, die, and boom.
Yeah, it does happen. But inspect the meat. Look at it. Don't buy it if you have a question, and never. It's another topic, but don't ever get the gas station sushi. Just don't do it.
Oh my God!
Don't do it. Don't do it. You got to go to a reputable place for sushi. You do not go in. No. Don't even let the little angel devil go. It's fine. I mean, they wouldn't serve it if. No, don't do that.
Especially if it's moving.
Yeah, man. Yeah, or if it's gray.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of sushi, have you ever had a sushi dog?
Sushi dog.
Where you instead of the salmon that you're supposed to put in it, you just put chunks of a hot dog in it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh.
They do a thing out here. They call it the sushi burrito, and it's basically a big, huge burrito filled with sushi, and it's incredible. It's very good.
That sounds
good.
Yeah, it's called the sushi burrito. Very good. It's got all the atomic flavoring, the wasabi, getting
back to the hot dogs and everything. One of my favorites when I was growing up is beans and franks, where you get a pan of baked beans. Okay, you put that in a little kettle, heat that up, then you chop up hot dogs. They didn't care what kind of hot dogs. They didn't care if it was like, mystery meat hot dogs, because when you heat it up, all that stuff's gonna burn out anyway. Chop it up, you mix it in, and you just eat it like that. You can put it over toast. Oh my goodness. That just
sounds.
Oh, then you put a little hot sauce in it. Oh my goodness. Now you're not broke. If you got hot sauce, you're not broke.
Oh, you know what I don't like? I don't like the beer broth where they put it in beer and then they move it around, and I don't like that at all.
Yeah, that's a waste of beer.
Yeah, just drink the beer.
Yeah.
Don't put it as here's what I do. I like to simmer the dog in some beer first. Yeah. Here, let's burn it a little bit. Yeah. And now I'll drink the beer. Oh, and then that's the alcoholic coming out. They drink a little bit of the beer. They pour it in the little pot. Oh yeah.
Well, you know what rich people do?
They don't eat hot dogs.
Okay, you know what the blue collar worker do. Okay, so what they do is when they think they want to be rich and they act rich, right? So they get the hot dogs, they fry them up on the grill and everything, put some seasonings and stuff on there. And what they'll do is they'll get a glass of beer. Okay, they'll dip the hot dog into the beer like au jus sauce. Yeah. Try that too.
Since we're on this topic, let me just finish this fried chicken here.
Yeah. Fried rice. What do you think about that?
Is
it rude of me, fried rice, to be eating during the show? I don't care. Go ahead. Give me your judgment. I don't care.
Oh.
Anyway, during 4th of July, they do the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Oh yeah, where you have all these. Let me word this properly. Okay, So you got a group of 10 people, right? Guys and gals, right? You got like some large individuals and you got some very thin individuals, right? Who wins the hot dog eating contest? The one that weighs 30 pounds. 8-ounce hot dogs.
I actually met the guy who competes, who's been winning lately. Is it Joey Chestnut?
Yeah, I don't follow the.
Okay, well, fine. There was this hot dog eating contest that's still going on. It's called the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. It's in Coney Island, New York.
The island, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a Japanese guy, and I'm gonna mispronounce his name, or I'm gonna not get it right. But he was the winner. He would win every year. He had a system down. I'm not exactly sure how many. I think it's 10 minutes. That's the clock. It's 10 minutes, and you have to complete a bun and a dog all in one.
Oh,
sitting.
that gluten too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And if you throw up, you're disqualified.
What if you throw up and just put it back and swallow it?
No, you're disqualified.
All right, my bad.
Okay, let me finish before you. Damas was the one who interrupted all the time.
Yeah,
you're gonna get choke slammed. You're gonna get the Sid Vicious choke slam. I'm working on that.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so they had this Japanese guy, and what he would do is he would eat like 2 or 3 dogs at once, and then he would soak the bun.
Ooh.
And then he would let it so it'd be nice and soft, and he would just swallow it, because you have to eat the bun and the hot dog. And I think initially when he was doing it, they weren't sure they would allow that, because he separated the meat from the bun. And it was controversial, and all these fat little nerds were going, "Oh, what are we gonna do? We can't allow this." But they allowed him to do it, and he just became like, I think he won like 5 or 6 in a row. And he was, like you said, he was not a big man. He was very small.
Yeah.
I think he had like a 8-pack abs. And he would just tour all over the country doing all these. He had sushi eating contests. He would have everything, and it became a sport. I mean, it did not become. It became like a cottage industry of competition. And he was finally usurped by this Joey Chestnut guy, and they created this event. I mean, it was kind of a diversion event that you would go, "Oh, here, let's go watch the Nathan's eating contest, and then we'll go on the tilt-a-whirl, and then we'll go home." But it ended up becoming like a big event, and I don't think these guys got the kind of money that they deserved, because it became like ESPN would cover it.
No way.
I mean, yeah. It was, and Joey Chestnut is like a competitive eater. They created the competitive eating, whatever industry.
Yeah.
And finally, Joey Chestnut slayed this dragon, this Kobayashi, I think his name is, and now he just wins every year. And I think one year he didn't win, but I did help him. When I was working at this rental car company. Let's not put the name out there, because I've burned so many bridges to that company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's not say what it was. But I rented a car to him.
Geico.
And what do you think he was rolling off the lot in?
A Beetle.
Do you think let's go through the car classes. Do you think he was in a premium car? Do you think it was luxury? Do you think it was a compact, mid-size maybe? Was it like an SUV with leather seats?
I'm saying SUV.
I'm saying minivan.
This broke bastard.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, but this broke bastard. This is how much money he was bringing in with competitive eating.
Yeah.
He got a Toyota Corolla, I think.
And
I think that's a mid-sized car. So he was, I think, supposed to be in the compact, and I mistakenly put him in the mid-size. And I wasn't supposed to do that. And then he was really cheap and he didn't want the insurance. It would have cost him an extra $35. And so I just walked back and go, that is one broke bastard.
Oh,
but since we're on this topic, we've been talking about baseball. We've been talking about dogs. Did you know that there's this thing? It's called the 9 for 9 for 9. Or it's 9 by 9 by 9. That's what it's called.
Yeah, what's that?
Go by myself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, what's the 9 by 9 by 9?
Come on. Anyway, the 9 by 9 by 9 is this competition now. When people go to baseball games, they don't always go to just watch the game. They go to gamble. Some people they'll have like a cup of money in it, and they'll say, I'm going to put $2 in that the guy who's batting is going to.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it's like a little gambling thing. It's a diversion from the actual game.
Wow.
Well, there's this new thing. It's called the 9 by 9 by 9, which means you have to drink 9 beers, 9 hot dogs in 9 innings. And one of the things that is coming about because of this is they've kind of shortened the game of baseball. There's a clock now, pitching clock.
All that crap.
So the games aren't dragging on the way they would. But you actually have to watch the game. I know it sucks. And you have to eat 9, 9, and 9, and I think you get the pot. They throw in, somebody throw it, and you get to walk away with the money.
Well, I have one question though.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're doing all this, right? So in other words, you have to have a credit card because hot dogs like $50. So you're gonna go break.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it sounds like a joke, and it sounds like a little. It's one of these like out here in Chicago, they call them a hipster doofus. We have these things called hipster doofuses, where they're these young kids. Sorry, fried rice. Young kids.
Oh,
who just don't get it. Like they're just like they grew up and they think Uber is their personal car service. They're like, oh, let me have my driver come around. Like, your driver? You're a driver.
Oh my.
Yeah. But anyway, so where am I going with this? Hipster doofuses. Oh, yeah. The baseball is changing now. It used to be the family game. You could take your kids and you could go to the game. It's no longer that. You're absolutely right, Hot Rod. A beer at a ballpark now is $8 to $10. If you want like a good one, that is probably about 12 to 15. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So to do the 9 by 9 by 9, it's going to cost you in roughly about $200, maybe.
And you're gonna win. And if you win like $30.
Yeah, you get like $50. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like a great plan.
Yeah. Well, but speaking of, because there's another, I think, a topics that was the randomizer, something about the cost of beers and everything. Let's talk about that for a second, okay? Now, I have a rule when I go to like a wrestling event or a sporting event like baseball or football. What I'll attempt to do is, if we're going on a tour bus or whatever like that, I'll bring my own and chug however many, beers or whatever, so I ain't got to buy anything. And I'll eat my brains out so I don't got to buy anything, right? So you go there, you ask the ticket person, hey, where's my seats? Because I can't really see because I got a little bit intoxicated on the bus or whatever on the way here. And so I get to the seats, right? Okay. And all of a sudden, something's calling me. Cold one here. All right, so you know what? I'll go ahead and get one, right? So $10. Okay, and that's the cheap beer. That's the Coors Light and the 2-ounce can. Okay.
Yeah, that's the water that they serve you with.
Yeah. So then I gotta go to the restroom, right? So, fried rice. Would you like to finish the story of when we went to see the Cleveland Cavaliers with your uncle Mike, and I'll let you tell the entire story there. What happened with me?
All right, so like we're walking through this place for like about an hour to try to find those seats, right? So we get our food, we get our stuff, we go up to the seats, we're chilling, and then he goes, Hot Rod, he goes, "Yo, Dom, I gotta go to the restroom. Can you move?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you could go." 100 like an hour later, he comes back with like 12 beers. He sits down 2 seconds later. "Hey, Dom, I gotta go to the restroom. Can you get up?" I was like, "Oh, for real? All right." 2 hours later, he comes back, like 15 more beers, and he's like, "Yo, Dom, can you move? I need to go to the restroom." I'm like, "Dad, have you even watched the game?"
Oh, yeah, I spent more time in the restroom than the game.
So,
I was like,
can I interrupt really quick? You know what? Finish your story. I don't want to be Damas. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, it was like what, $600 that game.
Yeah, $600 and a lot of urine.
Were you buying? Wait. Were you buying beers?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going in the bathroom and you had them like stored somewhere, and you're like,
good idea though.
okay, okay. So we're talking about beer at a ballpark. I used to work at a ballpark, and I'll probably eventually reveal which one I worked at, and I don't think they'd ever hire me back anyway. But we'll get into all that. Here's how you get beer into a ballpark. Right this fried rice. What you do is you got to get a puffy jacket. Okay. No glass bottles. Sorry. And every ballpark now has a metal detector.
Okay? Oh, fine.
Yeah. Every ballpark has a metal detector. Well, how are you going to get around that? You going to bring a 6-pack of canned beer into a ballpark that you paid $6 for at the 7-Eleven across the street? No, what you're going to do, well, listen to me now. What you're going to do is you're going to take some duct tape. You're going to go to a hardware store and you're going to wrap that bastard in duct tape. When you go through the metal detector, will it detect it? No, it won't. It can't get through all that tape. No, it won't. But you got to wrap it, okay? You're going to have to get to the ballpark early. Yes, early. So you get there early. You've got a 6-pack in your thing. You're going to have to wear the puffy jacket. That's why April and May, it's probably the time for you to do some of this stuff. June and July, you can't do it. Unless they're like, is it serial killer night at the ballpark? Why is it a trench in like 70-degree heat? Or 100-degree heat. So you wrap it. You wrap the cans in plastic, or I'm sorry, duct tape. Or what you could do is you can get a bunch of Gatorades. Find out what the ballpark policy is. Some ballparks will allow you to bring drinks from the outside. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your Gatorades, right? Or your sports drinks. You're going to empty those out, or you're going to do a half and half type thing. You're going to then fill them with your alcohol of your choice, and you're going to put them back on the top. You're going to make sure that there's no breaks, okay? Remember that little thing where you crack a Gatorade and it splits?
Yeah.
That little piece of plastic? Get that plastic off of there, because there's going to be some little busybody going, I got to take a look at this. You pull up. Be nice. Don't be a jerk. You're trying to get over. So if you get into the ballpark with the cans of beers that are wrapped in the duct tape, now you got to go to the bathroom. And that's where you transfer the beers into a plastic cup that you have in your coat or something. And now you can maybe buy one beer for $15 and have to get a blood transfusion to pay for it. You can do that.
Oh my goodness.
Is this not good? Did you write this down for fried rice?
No, I got it all. And
it's recorded.
Well, I want him to, but he's gonna sit there when he's going on a shopping list. I don't want him. Did you play it back real quick? No. What? Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a good one.
Really, what it is they're way too expensive, and it's again the rich elite are ruining the sport of baseball.
Absolutely.
They're ruining sports in general. You can't bring a family to
Nope.
a ballpark. You can't bring them to a football game. Forget football is out the door. You can bring one person to a football game, and that's like a special event.
Yeah.
Shame on Roger Goodell. I mean, they need the money though in football because Roger Goodell is making like $65 million a year or some crazy figure.
That's sick.
So they really need your money, and it's ruining the sport. People are staying home, or what they're doing is they're getting completely loaded in the parking lot, and then going into the park. And watching their team get annihilated. Oh, now I want to fight that other guy because it's all.
Yeah, right.
You know I blame? I blame Jerry Jones. I blame Roger Goodell. I blame the Vince McMahon character.
Yeah,
because they priced the family out of the family sport. They priced them out. They can't go to it, so people stay at home where they've got the surround sound, they've got their pizza, and that whole thing costs maybe $30.
Absolutely.
The whole thing.
And if you think about it, they're kind of stupid because if they would lower these prices, they would actually fill more seats. It's not.
I don't understand why they're not. I mean, I think what the problem with sports is the ownership are in cahoots. So they're going to say, "Oh no, you can't, Tom Ricketts, you can't do this," and so they war with each other because they don't want them to diminish their brand.
Right.
They do it in sports. They probably do it in that fake ballet that you like.
Fake ballet. What's that?
Wrestling. Choreographed.
Oh, that's a topic.
Yeah, that was a shot. It was a shot because you interrupted me a bunch of times during this show.
Oh.
And two, I thought this topic was great. Oh, this is going to be the one that ends our show. The one you came up with.
Well, you know what?
I didn't hear
it. Let's do this. I'm going to send an invite to Cletradamus to see if he picks up. Won't we do that?
Oh, good. Yeah, let's see if he's going to join us.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let's send an invite.
What's he even doing?
Cletradamus. Okay, so it's been sent. It's on him. But it's a shame that it costs so much to go to, these professional sporting events. But what we do is we go to the minor league games, and we have a minor league team here close to us in Pennsylvania, the Wild Things, the Washington Wild Things. It's a minor league baseball.
Oh, that's a great name. Wow.
Oh, yeah. And, tickets are cheap. The food is cheap. The beer is cheap. It's family friendly, and you can take your whole family.
Wait. Let me ask a question because I meant to ask when you're talking. When you go to a wrestling event, how much are the beer? Is it comparable to what you would pay at a baseball game?
Yeah, it's basically the same prices. Yeah.
You know how much they make so much money off the beer sales.
Oh, big time.
And what's really shocking, I don't get it, is they make so much money despite the cost of it. Like, even though it's $15 for a Budweiser,
yeah,
they still are making hand over fist. So when Tom Ricketts is talking about biblical losses in sports, he doesn't have enough money to pay some of these players. It's like, well, what is it? What is the money? You're the bean counter, dude. You're the one counting all the beans and all the coins. Where is it?
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Yeah, it's it's a shame.
It really is, but that's the thing. They don't market it to the rich elite. They market it to the family. That's who they market a lot of these games to, and they don't know that it. They know, but they don't want you to know that you can't take 4 friends to a baseball game anymore. Not a professional one.
Nope.
You got to leave some buddy behind. You got to go, you don't really like baseball, do you? You like you have to pick and choose because the cost, they're so expensive now.
I know. Well, especially a large family, and I have a large family, so if we decide to go to a Pirate versus Cubs game, and the whole family wants to go, and we got to sit and make excuses up that we can't take them because you know what? No, they're out of seats or whatever.
When it's like $250.
Yeah, exactly. And we left fried rice home. So many fried rice. It was just so expensive.
Did you lie to fried rice about that?
No. I was just kidding. Or did I?
Oh no. I mean, you don't have to cover it up. Just like, come on, be honest. I mean, you already started, so just come clean.
I know your sister's fried rice don't really like baseball, right?
No, thank God.
Yeah, they're probably like, I don't want to go. You got no, it's too expensive. And you're like, okay, fine.
Well, why is Daddy buying 50 beers that cost $12 a piece?
Yeah, why is Daddy getting in a fight in the parking lot because he had to get juiced up before he went into the game?
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
Yeah, it's really sad, and it makes me sick. Actually, I think I physically get ill when I think about this. And I know it's and for a lot of people, it's like, oh, come on, Assassin. It's a sporting event. No, it's not. It's part of our culture.
Yeah.
Okay. It's something we grew up on, and a lot of people are really passionate about it. And they want to take. Like I want my son just turned 7. I was going to take him to his first Cubs game, and I was debating whether I should take him.
Right.
Because it's so damn expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't really understand baseball, so I got to make that excuse.
Right.
My mother, as we've established on the show how lame and out of touch my mother is, took me and my brother to a baseball game.
Yeah.
I mean, that back then you could. 84 Cubs, we saw them. It's really sad, and it's something that you can share with your parents. Like, oh, this is one of these little rituals we do. We go to a game. The Pirates, that ballpark is one of the best in sports. It better be because the team sucks and you can't afford to get in the damn gate.
Nope. Not unless you don't care about the bills the next month. That's the only way you take in that large family, and that it's just to me, I would rather just go to like minor league games. Where we live, we can go to baseball games for free. Local university has a college baseball. We can go there free. Basketball, same thing. Every once in a while, maybe once a year, once every 2 years, we'll go ahead and splurge and, take a couple of the family members to an expensive game. But out of all the sporting events that I've been to, ticket-wise, wrestling events are a little bit cheaper to go to because I think the wrestling organizations, they want families there, and that's all you see on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, AEW. There's tons of families together because they keep the cost of tickets, at a lower rate. So, they get butts and seats and everything. But the food is still expensive.
Okay. So I was going to say, whenever I watch these wrestling events and you see this mom or this pop and his son, and the dad has no teeth, I always thought it's because they don't have any money.
Hot dog.
Get in the gate. I thought it was because they don't have any money to get in the gate, and they're using the money that would use for incentives on the cost of WrestleMania.
Oh.
But you're saying that the cost isn't so bad. So why do they not have any teeth?
Well, it's
too much beer.
Probably
Too much beer.
No. It's probably eating those broke hot dogs that they get gas station that's been in that
It
spin.
might be. No, let's call it what it is. Let's just. If you want to cover your ears, fried rice. It's meth. Okay.
Yeah,
Meth.
yeah,
It's meth. It's drugs.
yeah.
And it's
All methods go to wrestling events.
Yeah.
No teeth.
And yeah, no teeth.
One eye.
Yeah, one eye. Bad leg. Leg is rotten. The leg is rotten, and they can't. They either can't afford or they don't want to get that prosthetic that's not rotten.
We just got canceled.
Yeah, we did it. I'm not going to say anymore. For the limb, what is it called when you've lost a limb? It's the limb and nape. Anyway, let's not go down that road.
Yeah, that's the road to nowhere there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that's where we go. We go on the road to nowhere.
Absolutely, absolutely. Alrighty, folks. Well, we'll about wrap this up. And I'd like to thank Cletradamus for, I guess not joining us, after a special invite. So
Yeah, we just wanted to get his insights. Maybe we'll do like a special show, and we'll touch on all the topics that he wasn't here for, but he was busy with his daughter's soccer game.
That's a good thing. That's God bless him.
Yeah, he had to, rescue some children out of a brick building or something like that. I mean, Damus is probably one of the best people that you'll meet.
Absolutely.
Because like when we talk about sporting events, you'll say, well, who's your favorite team, Damus? And he goes, I don't know. Who's your favorite team? And, I like the Yankees. So do I. Everything that you like, because he wants to identify with you. He wants to have a conversation.
Yeah,
so and he's just a sponge. Like so I'm sure it was very worthy for him not to be here.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He's doing his thing. God bless him, and we will continue to do these shows. And folks, we are on the Family Proud, Family Strong Network via YouTube, also on Spotify. And also, here's a little update. Our last episode about Elvis was our most successful episode, in views and listening time on YouTube. So, that's really good. And it was me, you, and it was, wait a minute. Yeah, no, it was me, you, and Friday.
I wasn't there because
he was at a Taylor Swift concert.
I was at a Taylor Swift concert. No, it was the Jonas Brothers. Thank you very much.
Oh, Jonas.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap this up because we could go on forever.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. We haven't touched on the main thing of the night. What's your drink of choice? Fried rice.
I kept it simple. I kept it to nothing. So.
Wow.
Fried rice. Am I allowed to ask this? Hot Rod? Well, I'm gonna ask it.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just said it. Have you ever had alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh God, I just got him in trouble.
Yeah,
I know.
I gave it to him. No, I'm just.
Yeah, you degenerate. We went to a wedding last time I was with fried rice, and I think you too. Was at your daughter's wedding.
Yeah.
And I was on the lookout for any contraband being smuggled under tables or anything. I don't think he did any.
No, he didn't.
No, but they're Shirley Temples, man.
Shirley Temples.
Yeah.
That hurts.
My drink of choice right now, I've been dabbling with some mixed drinks. I like the Godfather. I like the White Russian. I like the Colorado Bulldog, which we brought up in the last show. But tonight, I'm drinking water.
Oh,
I'm drinking.
Hey, you got something?
I didn't have any booze, man. Oh, and the new one is Daddy's Medicine or something like. There's this drink. I haven't tried it. It's supposed to be like Daddy's medicine or Daddy's cough syrup or something like that. I don't know what's in it. Don't ask me what's in it. I will research it. I will get back to you.
Please.
But it's called Daddy's cough syrup, and you probably walk sideways when you drink it.
Well, you know what? One of my favorite drinks that I created not too long ago was actually we had a WrestleMania 39 party here, and I wanted to make a drink to represent one of the wrestlers, and I called it the Undertaker. And what's in the Undertaker is a whole bunch of tequila, okay, a whole bunch of simple syrup, right? You mix that up with rye.
Simple syrup. What do you mean, like pancake syrup?
No, it's for drinks. It makes it kind of sweet and kind of thicker. Then you mix that all together. Then you put a little bit of red wine, and it looks like the Undertaker out with his smoke, because the red wine kind of turns, that dark misty kind of color and everything. It's actually really good.
Does it come with that guy? What was his sidekick? His manager, like.
No. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because after you drink 3 of them, you sound like that.
You sound like Paul Bear. What's his name? Paul Bear.
Paul Bear. Yeah, Paul Bear.
Yeah, he's like, so good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god. This is drunk, and he might be dead.
Alrighty, folks. This has been great. And as always, we will see you on the next episode when we will lead you down the road to nowhere.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah, see ya.
The Three Blind Mics is sponsored by the Family Proud, Family Strong Network via YouTube and powered by the Digital Media Productions.